How you guys doing? I am Armando. Welcome back to Make It Make Sense. Did you miss me? Did you miss me?
Make it make sense, the real AR. Make it make sense, the real AR. Make it make sense, the real AR. I'ma make it make sense, the real AR. Welcome.
I know you missed me. It's okay. I feel like do it off Martin. Did you miss me? So look, I was invited over the weekend to some open runs. If you don't know what open runs is, I'll tell you. Just sit back and just relax, right? Open runs is basically open gym, right? You get people that invite you to go play basketball, right? They just select a couple of people. So I got invited to go play basketball, these open runs, right? I brought my daughter with me too, brought my kids with me too, right? So when I was out invited to these open runs, it was interesting. That's what I say. It was pretty interesting, right? My idea of open runs, right? We get people with high IQ that can play basketball and all cool and everything like that. But I got invited to these open runs from my cousin. So he invited me to these open runs. I'm like, bet I ain't hooping in a minute. You know, time to shake the rust off and stuff. So while I was there, this guy just kept asking me questions, and these weren't even like normal questions. Like, how tall are you? Right? How much you weigh? How many kids you got? Where do you work? Where do you like to go shopping at? What kind of car you drive? What type of phone you have? Are they paying you good at work? And I'm just looking like, who asks somebody these questions in open runs, right? These ain't hooping questions. This got nothing to do with basketball. Why are he asking me these questions? How often do you get your hair done? You look like you mixed, bruh. You got some nice looking eyes. I'm like, what the? I wanted to just talk to him with my eyes closed and just walk, like who asks who these questions, bro? What kind of cologne you have on? I'm like, what does that have to even do with hooping? None of this have to do with pick and roll. Like you ask people questions when they play basketball, can you shoot? Where you like the ball at? Right? Who you want to pick up on defense? You got next? Those questions, those basketball questions. You don't ask another man about how many kids he have. Bro, you married? You got a girlfriend? Or for how long y'all been together? Those not basketball questions. Right? If, I'm like, what type of open runs am I at? Right? So I decided to say, you know what? I'm going to take my ball. I'm just gonna go shoot on the other side. Like I just felt real uncomfortable, right? I'm like, is this jail open runs? Like what what is going on? Right? So he ended up making his way back down to the other side of the court. I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, like, what is dude? Oh, so he like, nah, bro, like, I remembered you from the other gym. I'm like, okay. He's like, bro, you don't remember, my cousin from the other gym? I'm like, who's your cousin? So he told me his cousin name. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, ball. He can ball, bro. He was just like, yeah, bro. But when I came to the open gyms, I paid attention to you. Like I always looked at you, and like you stood out more than everybody. I'm like, you an open gym recruiter? Like, why are you looking at me? Why do I stand out? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, my eyes was always locked on you. Like, every time you went up and down, bro, I was looking up and down and stuff like that. He was like, bro, I wanted to cheer, but it was open gym. I'm like, I'm glad you did not cheer. You don't do that in open gym, right? He's like, bro, I always paid attention to you. I always want to say something to you, but I was scared. It's like, is this dude flirting with me? Like, I'm like, what is going on here? I'm sitting there confused, right? So now I walked away to go check on my daughter. My daughter just laughing. She just cracking up. I'm like, what is so funny? My daughter looked me straight in the eye and said, Dad, you you at a gay gym. I said, wait, what? She said, Dad, you at a gay gym. I said, wait, is these gay open runs? Right? I'm not open at all. Nothing about me is open. Nope. I am not open. I am not. I am not. I am in a committed relationship. I am a grown man, Damien. Nope. There's nothing open about me. Not at all. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. She said, Dad, I think they gay. I said, how can you tell? She said, you didn't hear what he was asking you? He asked if you in a relationship, if you got kids. He asked you about your hobbies. She said, Dad, look at these players right here. Dad, they gay. I said, wait, how can you tell? I said, there's no flowers on the court. Wait, you know, to think about it, it is a lot of pink out here. A lot of these shorts all small. She said, Daddy, gay. He was hitting on you. He flirted with you. He wanted your number. He wanted to take you out. I'm like, no. I called my cut. Like, what gym did you have me go to? It was just weird. But I'm sitting there thinking to her, my daughter, I'm looking at her, I'm like, no, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. I've never in the history of basketball heard of a gay open gym. I've never heard of gay runs. Like, I've never heard that. She's just dying laughing. She said, look, Dad, they can't keep their eyes off of you. I'm like, you know what? Like, get the book bag. We about to go home. Like, I should have known because I've never smelled so much Bath and Body Works a day in my life. I've never seen that day in my life. Right? And then she like, Dad, you ain't hear what he was calling the other man? He called him boyfriend. I said, I wasn't paying attention. I thought like that was his homeboy and that was his friend. She said, no, Dad. He said boyfriend. Like now with a Friend with a Frands, like friends, like boyfriends. I was like, she's like, you ain't hear the way he said that? I'm just like, babe, I really wasn't paying attention. But now that to think about it, yeah, that is a little sus. Like no other man call another man boyfriend. That's just crazy. That's ridiculous. We need to get up out of here. Mm-mm. Like no, like so me. I'm like, you know what? I drove all the way up here, so ain't no sense to leave. Like, you know what? Since I'm here, I might as well hoop. I ain't gonna lie. After my like first 3 buckets, I left because I'm scoring. And normally when you score, boom, high five, bro. Good shot, good move, bro. I'm scoring, and the other team they looking at me like giving me heart emojis. Like, yes, you did that. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to play basketball that much. Nope. I definitely don't. It ain't even that important. I don't, you know what? Matter of fact, today's Saturday. I don't even need to exercise today. I ran Friday. You know what? I had enough. I burnt enough calories for today. Nope. I cannot do this. They picking up water bottles with glitter initials all over there. I was just like, you know what? Nope. Mm-mm. And normally when you play basketball, they be like, good job, number one. Hey, bro, good shot. They sit up there calling me light skin. Hey, light skin, pass me the ball. Hey, light skin, you want me here to cut? Good shot, light skin. Heart emoji. You know what? You're not about to call me light skin. Nope. I'm a grown man. You're not about to call me light skin. Not at all. Nope. I should have known it by the jersey nicknames too. They had Bay and all this stuff on they. No. Jersey numbers got bedazzles on them and stuff like that. Like I'm just like, nah, I can't do this. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, they out there fouling like, bro, hit him hard, hit him back, bro. Like, you out there playing too soft. You gotta play rough. And then the players looking at me like, oh, daddy, yeah, I like that. Like, I'm like, what? What? He like, yeah, I like it rough. I'm like, what is happening here? Right? What is happening here? I have no idea. I have no idea. Even when they call foul, I'm what? And then I'm going down the court because I don't know what's happening. Right? Everybody just stopped. Like, bro, he called foul. It's like I can't tell. His voice is so soft. All I heard was foul. I didn't know what he was saying. Had no idea. Right? They trying to tell me to get him. Hey, bro, post him up. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, like that's what he want. I'm not doing that. And then some of them think they slick too. They like, bro, you can really play basketball. Like, you think we can get your number for the next time? And I stopped him right there. Whoa, no, it won't be a next time. It shouldn't have been a first time. No, this is not going to happen again. This is not. And then he gonna say, if they're say, well, bro, you know what I'm saying? Usually we got in the group chat and stuff, and every time the Warriors come in town, then we sit front row free and we watch Steph Curry play. I said, give me your phone. But thank you for tuning in to make it make sense. I'm trying to make sense of me being at these open gay runs. I'm not trying to offend anybody at all. I'm just telling you what I experienced. I had to call my co-host Daryl back down because maybe he can make sense of this. So I'm just letting them know that I went to open runs. And this guy was asking me questions like how many kids I have. He was asking me, did I have a girlfriend? Where I work at? Was I happy in life?
Like, you need the last for your social?
All this other stuff. And then when we was at open gym, he was telling me how he always paid attention to me, couldn't keep his eyes off of me, and all this other stuff. So my daughter told me that one of the guys even called the other guy boyfriend.
Oh, Lord.
So I was letting everybody know, I think I went to gay open runs. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not open. Not at all.
Wait, what?
I'm not open.
Okay, I'm following you. I'm
not open.
I got you.
I'm not open. At this point,
I'm hearing open, but I'm
no, I'm not open.
I know out. Like, but it's just okay. I got you.
No, nothing is open. Nothing
open
is open
or out.
Yeah,
right.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all. Like at this point, I just grabbed my daughter's hand. I'm like, we're gonna walk home. Cause I don't even want them to see me opening the door. I don't open nothing. I don't got no can opener at home. Like, there's nothing open about me. I'm good, sir, ma'am, whatever, sir.
No, I didn't know it was. Oh no.
No. Oh, okay. Okay.
So they were transitioning.
I have no idea. They was transitioning to ass whooping. That's what they was transitioning into.
But no, you might have made a mistake walking because, like, what's that whole thing? Like, I hate to see you leave or whatever. Like, well, I love to watch you go. Something like that. I don't know if that was the right call.
I don't know. Like I couldn't. It's certain things as basketball players I couldn't even say. I couldn't be like, "Oh yeah, he busting your ass." He probably be like, "I know.
I want him to."
Why you think we're here? Oh yeah, get back on D. Nope, couldn't say that because he probably like gladly.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you got to tell me twice. So I brought you back down here to help me make sense of this.
The man was hitting on you. Like, there's nothing else to make sense of it. But it does kind of like lead to that make it make sense that you were talking about how some of the basketball language can be misconstrued into, you thought I was feeling you. So
I knew it was over when every time I was doing a good move and they give me the heart, like, good move, and they was just like, yeah, light skin. Like, you don't call another grown man light skin on a basketball court.
Man.
So I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. So I'm like, I know Daryl gonna help me make sense of this right here.
I'm trying to like be like handle this with kid gloves because hey, like I mean, like y'all were on the court, he shot his shot. That's what it appeared.
Literally, yeah. What if you do if you was in these gay open runs? What if you did them? What if you just running down the court and they randomly just keep smacking you in your butt? You ain't even done nothing yet. Like, bro, this is warm ups. Like, what are you smacking me on the butt for? I ain't done nothing great.
I mean, but like even like the whole set was like, I've been watching you, and it's like, hey man, like, look, I got my kids here now. Like you, I'm gonna say this, like, in no offense, do you know it's Pride Month or whatever, but I get what like how women feel at times because like regardless of like a man's like sexual preference, you niggas are aggressive. There ain't no need for any of that. I'm with my kids, bro. Like you still gonna try to like can't use those words. You still are gonna try to like come at me.
How
Really?
many times I gotta say no?
Right.
But look, I ain't gonna lie. So look. Afterwards, right? So they was passing around numbers, right? Because they got a group chat when they go do the open runs again. And I guess apparently they get together with Bucks games and stuff.
Okay.
So the name Steph Curry came up. So I guess apparently, like, you don't even have to pay. You just show up, or you just put your name in the group chat and say, "Yes, I'll be there." And they had front row seats to go see Steph.
But at what cost?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. So when they just
you can stop right there.
hey. So at first they was like, "Hey, bro, give me your number so we can put in group chat." And I thought like, you niggas think y'all slick. Well, I can't say niggas. You nigglets. Nigglets.
No, that's a little nigga. Like you
nigglets. So that's why I gotta call them.
you niggas.
Yes. So I'm like, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all think y'all about to bamboozle y'all way in my number. Mm-hmm. Then when they said Steph Curry, I said, here, just put it, yeah. I'm only available on Fridays.
Oh, man.
It's Steph Curry.
Man.
It's Steph Curry. Front row seat. You never know. He might hit a shot, turn around, and might look at me like he go in. You never know. Yeah, it's Steph. Yeah. I can't explain why I went with them, but nigga, for that 3 minutes, I mean, for those 3 hours.
Right. You gotta.
What would you have done? If it was Money in the Bank in Milwaukee, and they said front row, you can get behind the back.
Whoa, shaky.
I mean, no, not behind the back.
Yeah.
Behind the stage access.
Whoa, shaky.
Nothing behind the back. Matter of fact, nothing behind the back. If you get backs, nothing back. Nothing
or
either.
Access.
No access. See, yeah, I can't even talk about it. You know what? We done. We done.
Never cared what none of them saying. I quit recess cause I ain't playing. I'm in beast mode, yeah, Super Saiyan. I'ma make it make sense and ain't no delaying. Make it make sense, the real AR. Make it make sense, the real AR. Make it make sense, the real AR. I'ma make it make sense, the real AR. Welcome.